Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are talking about something that sounds like science fiction, but is happening right now. We're going to dive into how artificial intelligence is, well, literally giving our factories a brain. Let's get into how it all works.
Just pause and really think about that for a second. What if your factory could see problems coming before they even happen? What if it could optimize its own workflow on the fly and make smart decisions in real time without needing a human to press a button? That's exactly the big idea we're digging into today.
So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with the headaches every factory deals with. Then we'll introduce the AI solution, you'll get to meet the virtual crew making it all happen, see how it looks in action, and finally, talk about the results. The bottom line. All right, first things first, let's get real about what it's like on the factory floor. If you've ever managed a plant, you know the feeling. It's like this constant battle against all these little things that just drain your efficiency and, frankly, your profits.
And these are the big ones, right? These are the problems that keep managers awake at night. You've got this lack of visibility, which basically means you're flying blind. And when you're blind, you're forced to make slow, manual decisions. That leads to unplanned downtime, tons of wasted material, and of course, your operating costs just keep creeping up. It's this vicious cycle that just eats away at your margins.
So how in the world do you break that cycle? Well, you don't just add another sensor or another piece of software. You have to go bigger. You give the factory a central nervous system. You give it a brain. And that brain, that solution, is the Tork AI platform. Okay, let's unpack that. Tork isn't just one thing. It's a whole system. It uses a team of AI agents, that's the brain, to do the thinking. It gets its information live from your machines using IoT sensors, those are its senses, and then it shows you everything that's happening on these super clear dashboards. Those are the eyes. Brain, senses, eyes, it all works together.
This really is a massive shift from looking in the rearview mirror to looking ahead through the windshield. Legacy factories are always stuck reacting, fixing problems after they've already caused damage. But a Torque Smart Factory? It operates predictively. It sees what's coming down the road and automatically course corrects before a little issue becomes a huge headache.
Now, this is where it gets really, really cool. This isn't just some single monolithic AI. Nope. Torque actually gives you a specialized crew of AI agents, and each one has a very specific job. You can seriously think of them as your factory's digital dream team. But here's the magic. It's how they all work together. So, Torque Care might predict a machine is about to fail. It doesn't just send an alert. It automatically tells TorqueFlow to reroute materials. At the same time, Torque Pro is optimizing the rest of the production line to make up for it, while TorqueSure keeps an extra eye on quality to make sure nothing slips through. They are all in sync, 24/7, running a complete 360-degree operation.
Okay, so you've got this brilliant AI crew working around the clock. But how do you, the human team, tap into all that intelligence? That's where this idea of total visibility comes in. It's all about turning millions of data points into simple information you can actually use.
And this right here is what finally breaks down those invisible walls between departments. For maybe the first time ever, the operator on the line, their supervisor, and the director in the main office are all looking at the exact same up-to-the-second information. It's one single source of truth. The power here is just how clear it is. You can look at this, and in a split second, line 1 is humming along perfectly. But, there's a problem. Line 2's throughput is dropping, and quality rejections are spiking. This isn't just a report you get at the end of the day. It's a bright, flashing signal to take action right now. All this tech is fantastic, but what does it actually mean for the business? Let's talk about the return on investment, the real, tangible results you get when you give your factory a brain. Now, an 8% increase in overall equipment effectiveness, or OEE, might not sound like a huge number, but trust me, in manufacturing, it's absolutely massive. OEE is the gold standard for measuring how productive you are. A jump like this means huge monthly savings and way more output. And get this, you do it all without buying a single new piece of machinery. And we're not just talking about one specific kind of factory. These principles work everywhere. In glass manufacturing, it's about spotting tiny defects in real time. For an auto plant, it's predicting when a robot on the assembly line needs maintenance. In pharma, it's all about guaranteeing quality. The Torque platform is built to adapt, and it's delivering results in all kinds of industries. So where does a company even start with something like this? Well, the good news is Torque isn't some brand new experiment. It's the product of years of hard work, development, and real-world testing. You can see this has been a careful, deliberate journey. It started way back with basic IoT research, then moved into pilot programs to prove it works, and then came the full launch. The introduction of this AI crew we just talked about, that's the latest evolution, but it's built on a rock-solid foundation of technology that's been tested for over a decade.
I think this quote just nails it. The goal was never just to make machines work harder. It's about making the entire factory work smarter. It's about creating a system that can think for itself.
And that brings us right back to where we started. But this time the question is for you. Now that you've seen the challenges, the solution, and the incredible results, is your factory ready to stop just operating and start thinking? Is it ready for its own mind?